Alright. It's time for rat, finally. We'll see how well we can actually pull this off. What position is this rat gonna be in? Of course, I'm not forced to imitate that shape. Oh, it's very... Oh man, they don't give me much to work with here. Okay. We're gonna... One second. We're going to fit what we can in here. This is very small. Oh boy. But, this is like back to pixel art practically. But we're gonna see what we can do here. I will warn you, this is probably gonna be one of those cases where I spend like a stupid amount of time. Oh boy. I'm probably gonna spend like a stupid amount of time trying to put something together. Of course, I am ultimately freehanding the heck out of this thing, but let's see what we can do. At the same time, I'll probably have to get myself to not be too exacting. But that will be difficult. I'll also have to erase some things at some points, but... Try to get a little roundness to this. Okay. Fortunately, I'm kind of running out of space on the left here, so things may go a little... Things may get a little, reinterpreted. I don't have any space for the tail right now is what's happening, unfortunately. I may just end up not having the tail visible. Which I guess I can live with. And this is like super freehand, so proportions are probably gonna get kind of weird and whatnot, but it is what it is. I don't know why in the world my pointer's so steady today, but I'll take it. Okay. Some things I just don't really have the right level of detail to pull off. I don't have enough pixels, so like foot there, it's just, well, it is what it is. I don't have space, or I don't have the... I can't add the level of detail I need there. Yeah. Doesn't really help there, but oh well. This is pretty much a similar situation. Want the pixel to the right of that, there we go. And other hand that I will definitely be able to pull off here. Undoubtedly. Definitely not out of space for the fingers here. Definitely not. I mean, I may just leave this as it is. At the same time, there is one thing. Well, there's one thing that's bugging me. The fingers are starting too far to the right. A bit more like this. Ooh. This is going weirdly quickly, all things considered, for the level of detail. Probably just because I'm not obsessing too much over it looking right. Not that pixel, there we go. Yeah, I mean, it's just a mess. This thing is supposed to be a hand, but it is what it is. It's so small, it's not like you'll be able to tell too well anyways, and also it's just like... There's no way I could make this really work right. Okay, couple other details. This is actually the main body there, which I've somehow managed to pull off here. So this goes all the way up to the top, it doesn't go all the way to the bottom. It should look pretty circular though. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I can give that more detail than that. I wish I could, but I don't think I can. This is one of those things where it's so small that you're just gonna have to like squint and know what it is to actually be able to kind of let your mind fill in the gaps. I am trying to make some occasional use of the more transparent, the slightly like blended transparent pixels here. A lot of the little thing here. That will require a little bit of erasing. Okay. We've got circles to draw here. Yeah, we're clearly very out of space here. I have things here that should be rounder than they are, but... I can't really fit in the proper level of detail here. Just is what it is. Coloring this ought to be fairly easy at least. I'll mostly just be filling stuff in. Can I fit the whiskers on here? And we're kind of running the risk at this point, just like turning into noise up here. Like, this is it's a very noisy mess, but it is what it is. Okay, so that's the... You'll have to know what this is. Maybe the colors will help a little bit, or maybe it'll just turn out to be an over-detailed mess in the end. I can accept that if that's what happens, honestly. So we have a few colors to work with here. I don't think I'll worry about shading on this one, because it's already a case of, like, too much detail and stuff. Yeah, I admit, I am getting to the point where I'm having a bit of difficulty telling apart what things I drew here. This line is this thing, that line is that thing, and so on. Also knowing having to not overwrite that outline here. Really bummed out you don't have the locking mechanic in this one. I might actually just leave that color. It's supposed to be a slightly lighter one, like very slightly lighter. Well, I do have to use a very slightly lighter color later anyway, so I guess I'll do that. Okay. And actually there is at least one thing that needs to be white here, so I'll just do that now. There you go. You too. Alright. Give me some other brown, grays. Slightly darker one. Game. I have to select another color first before I can actually change back to the one that I wanted. Okay, actually coloring this in is marginally more difficult than I expected, but it's not too bad. This is just going to be an unrecognizable mess, I'm pretty certain at this point. Also not putting a ton of work into getting precisely the right shades of these colors. So there are some subtleties to the grays present here. They have a light blue tint to them in varying degrees, but I won't worry about that. Okay, and a slightly lighter gray as well. Actually, no, I need this shade still for a thing or two. Okay. Now lighter gray. You will go here. And fill in a little bit more over here. And then this side as well. Do need like a slightly more fleshy colored gray as well. I'll grab this one, I guess. That one. This is what happens when I assert I'm going to draw this particular thing, which has a decent amount of detail to it, and what the game intends to be like a really low detail, low importance thing. I just say I'm going to do it anyways, and then I try to do it. Okay, let's get some actual other colors in here, because I've just done all the grays so far, and that's getting a little tiresome. Now, do I have that particular, like, yellowy kind of orange? I guess I do. Up here. And most of here. Anywhere else? I don't think so. And also more of a red or orange. Falls in this part as well. I don't know why it is I'm doing my usual thing of not even saying which parts of this are what. Hopefully it's at least visible which parts of this thing are what, but it's also probably... I feel like if you have some idea of what things I've played on here, you should have an idea of what I was going to draw for this, from what I said at the end of last episode. Okay, and I need more of a pink now, like a red pink. A bit more red than that. I will say, these extended palettes are really nice. Just use it for that there. That's pretty much all I can do. Again, I'm not going to bother shading on this. And there's also no tail, but it's the rat. That is, it's Mad Rat from Mad Rat Dead, except extremely scrunched. Even by rat standards. But, sorry, excuse me, freezing things up a second. Look at them go. They're completely unrecognizable, but hey, I know what they're supposed to be. It was a little too ambitious, but, I mean, I couldn't not do it, so... Anyways, next time we actually do platforming and stuff instead of just drawing a rat.